Hicks is sin, they calling his name. Talking this shit, bro, you did it again.
They can say it out loud, muscles and animal.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. That's Just Lost podcast hosted by me, Lossy Lost. How's everyone going? Hello, blah, blah. How's everyone doing? See that? I just like remixed English and that's my first language. How's everyone doing? How is everybody doing? I hope you guys enjoyed the Carl podcast with me and Carl Gallagher. That for me was like deep, bruh. Like I actually didn't go to sleep a couple nights later because I was thinking about certain things and like a few things that we spoke about that was just deep in my mind, right? And I realized like I need to really get onto the spiritual thing, right? The meditation and stuff, like do more. Like I started it and I've been saying like that I really need to jump into it like spiritually, you know, because we all have to deal with a lot of things and we all got a lot of trauma that's still in us that we haven't actually dealt with, right? And that shows in the way that we react to things, you know, the offense that we take from other people. You know, I've been around a lot of people who take offense to so many things, which is very unnecessary, but I understand like that anger, that aggression, that thing, it's not from this moment. That thing stems from well beyond this moment, you know, like stems from childhood. You have childhood traumas that most of us walking around right now, we still have childhood traumas that just constantly rears ugly head all the time. You know, I'm the same. I'll get a thought. I'll be just having a good day, right? And then there's a thought and I'm like, you know, that feeling when you're like, you know, and then so the whole spiritual side of things, like that's really important, you know, if like reading, like spirituality, sleeping, that's important. And that's probably something that I lack in. Like I on a good day, bro, I'll get 4 hours sleep, like, you know, and that's probably it's a lot of it's due to me not knowing how to turn my brain off. You know, I'll have random 6 hour sleeps, which I feel amazing afterwards, but generally I operate on about 4 hours sleep. So sleep's important. What you put in your body is important. Who you hang around with is also important. Go look at your circle, bro. If your circle, if anybody in your circle isn't on the same wavelength as you shouldn't really be hanging out with that person more than, hey, how you been, blah blah blah, keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like you need to be around people that's going to elevate you mentally. You know what I mean? That's going to elevate yourself, because if you're going to be around people with no goals, no kind of just no goals, bro. You know, people who are happy just being, you know, average, and that's not a knock on people who are comfortable with their life and stuff. I'm just saying, like, if you've got dreams, if you've got goals, you need not hang around people who are happy being comfortable where they are. Do you know what I mean? Because you got to step out of that comfort zone and work towards whatever that goal is, right? So that podcast was amazing, bro. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it. And when I said that there's like a spirit filled in this house right now, I 100% felt like something was there because of the amount of knowledge that this amazing man has, you know, Carl. Like just that whole, that's a spiritual vibe and the energy that was coming out. It was amazing. It was amazing. But anyway, podcast, this next podcast, I'm gonna bring back I don't know if any of you, and there's a couple of yous, probably like 5 yous that listened to my last podcast. Well, not the last one, but when I first started the pods, I had a segment on there called What the Corona, and I thought it'll be you know, a good time to bring it back now. So what the Corona is basically inconsistencies in what's happening right now, you know, and we break it down, like whatever your political views are, you know, do you, boo, do you, right? I'm just saying, like, certain things that I question. Okay, and the biggest thing, what the Corona, I'm gonna put a video in here somewhere when I learned how to edit. So we had a death, right? Recently, Newland it was. We had a death, and the guy got shot, right? Got shot for a real bullet, a real gun, and he died. The article said he wasn't able to get resuscitated, so he died. So rest in peace to that guy. Love goes out to his family and whatnot. But the topic here is that was added as a vid death, right? The old Uncle Rona death. So that was added as a death, and they said it on the news. They said it like, you know, Ministry of Health has added another death to our death stats. So when they see our death stats, there's gonna be that one that's got, it wouldn't even have an asterisk actually, because because you have to, anybody, so based on the WHO, World Health Organization's guidelines, is if a person dies with this vid in them, they are classed as a COVID death, right? So since the bro had the vid, even though he got shot, you know, the bullet wasn't infected. He just had that shit. So he got shot. That's a statistic, right? So I'm just questioning it, mate. Like if it's you know, I'm just saying, like, I don't understand that. Do you know what I mean? Like the whole, we talk about the numbers, and you know, and I was hearing a lot of things like friends of friends saying like, bruh, this person died in a car crash. On the death certificate, they had to write death by COVID because he had COVID in the system when he died, right? So that it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't really register to me. And I hope a lot of people actually see this and rethink those death numbers there. You know, there was people who actually died, right? Who died from the virus, right? But also there is a huge percentage of people who died with the virus but didn't actually die from the virus. You know, you got to be careful when you put those numbers, you know, over, I don't know, so many millions of people have died from this thing, right? I'm just saying that, to me, dying with the vid, even though the bro clearly got shot, still got, you know, real gun, real bullet, but COVID death, right? So that was my that's basically my what the corona this week is like. Go have a look at the numbers, bruh. Stop spewing the whole, you know, the numbers overseas, the blah blah blah. Start questioning things. Start questioning things, because you know deep down, you know that feeling that you have. Okay, maybe instead of going, yeah, nah, that's bullshit, but then still, you know, going along with this whole, you know, the whole narrative, the whole push to get the banana and stuff like that. Just start questioning it. Like, you know, I'm not against anything in regards to our health, right? If you believe that it's good for you, or if you believe you're doing the right thing, do it, right? Because we all had to do it. Some of us forced, some of us coerced, some of us had to do it because they want to travel, right? You know, so there's so many things in the whole, in terms of the banana numbers that aren't, you know, aren't actually, because we talk about, like, you know, congratulations, we reached 90%. Thank you to everybody that chose to get it. Like, most people didn't choose to get this shit, right? A lot of people did, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people would have not got it had it not been for their job being on the line. You have to remember that shit, right? And I really feel for all those people, like, man, the doctors and the nurses and the teachers, or everybody in the health sector, everyone in the education sector, those who didn't take the jab, banana. I wonder if YouTube's gonna pick that up. Those who didn't take the banana, like it's so sad that it had to come to them losing their jobs, right? And what's crazy to me is there was a lot of people, like remember last year when our doctors and nurses were superheroes, bro, without the banana available, and everybody was like praising them. Oh, bro, we really. I've got nurses in my family, bro. I'm like basically my mom's side, all in medicine, right? Most of them are in medicine, okay, and that goes right to my grandmother as well, like moving all the way down. So we were all like, bro, these guys are these guys are, and they put themselves on the front line. We didn't even understand this vid, right? We didn't even understand it, but those guys just did the job, worked mental hours to do it. They were working mental hours long before this as well. Do you know what I mean? And so a sad thing is we've got a shortage of nurses and a shortage of doctors because they refuse to take an experimental drug. Okay, you got to remember it's still experimental till 2023, right? And for those people who took it because they felt it was the best thing to do for our community and for themselves and all of that, bro, love to you, bro. Like huge love, and because your head was in the right place, and that takes courage, right? Knowing, and a lot of people didn't want to take it, but then they took it because maybe somebody in their family's at high risk, right? So they felt that, okay, if something happens and it was because I didn't get the banana, I'm gonna feel bad, right? And then that's admirable. Like you decided to take it against your inner feelings to protect somebody else, and that to me is cool, right? That is cool, right? Well, I'm talking about people who take it without fully understanding it. We'll fully take it and then try and talk shit about the people who haven't taken it. There's some of these people that I know who will stand firm on this shit, go to the grave with it, right? There's a lot of people who are really, really upset that they took it, but they had to. I know of education people, I know midwives, I know nurses, I know so many people who took it because their livelihood was at risk, and there was tears, there was like a lot of sadness, there was no room for regret really, because them not working, it wasn't only going to affect them, but it was going to affect either their patients or their students or whatnot. All right. So this whole the whole mandating thing, I feel the mandate was a bit of a stretch. I don't think that and then these things that I got to word properly. You know what I mean? Like I'm sitting here, I'm just an observer looking in, right? From the outside, but also from the inside as well, so we had so we had a lot of nurses and doctors and teachers lose their job, man, and it's really sad that we as a country and a lot of people like just accept it, and a lot of people are saying, well, that was their choice. They decided to not, like, bro, last year, bro, these guys were superheroes without the vax. I said it again. Without they were superheroes, bro. So it's crazy that when I see, because I do read a lot of comments online. I do, and I probably shouldn't, but I do because it's interesting to me, right? Like I'm building little profiles and stuff like that on how Kiwis react, and like I'm working on a few things, right? And just looking at the mentality of Kiwis during this time. Okay. I've got way too many things that I'm doing, to be honest, but I enjoy it, right? So people who are saying like good riddance, or they didn't actually care about people's health in the first place. That, bro, these niggas were there from the start where we didn't even know, bro. They were saying like what 70% of the population is gonna die. The global population when it first started, you know, they were comparing this to the Spanish flu, right? So these guys, bro, there's gonna be a lot of people who are out of work right now, right? So my message is be kind, bruh. There's so many people right now on the edge of, just right on the edge, bro, and they're about to explode. And it's really, really sad that we are here in this point, like right now. Okay. So be kind to everybody. It's, you know, I don't know when this is gonna end. I have no idea when this is gonna end, right? But focus on yourself, focus on your family, focus on the people who need you the most right now. All right. Because there's a lot of things out of your control. Like there's things that we can control, we know, but that requires numbers, that requires you know, more people willing to jump on board with you. But be kind to everybody, be kind to each other. If you've had it, like there's this superiority complex with a lot of people now who's got the banana, right? That makes you think that you're better than everybody else, okay? That does not, and when I talk about trauma and stuff like that, that's that insecurity coming out. That's that I've never felt important in my life. Finally, I get to be important for once in my life, right? I get to be important because I did the thing and these guys haven't done the thing. So those guys can't come to my party. So I can go to this party, but those guys can't. So you guys are dumb. You know, it doesn't make sense for you to be an asshole to people who decided, because a lot of people don't feel comfortable with this, right? And you have to admit that there's a lot of inconsistencies in this whole thing, okay? You have to admit it. So just be kind to everyone, you know, be kind, you know, reach out to the nurses, reach out to the doctors, reach out to those who never got it and unfortunately lost their jobs over it. You know, people are going to suffer. And I feel like I said it in the first pod, this is the start. This is just the start of things that are happening, you know. You know, we're leading down, we're going down a road now that I can't actually see what the end result will be, but I know what could happen in the middle, right? And what could happen in the middle won't be fun for the majority of Kiwis. All right. So just be kind, bruh. You know, focus on yourself. Try and start, you know, planting your food, your gardens, work on yourself mentally, work on yourself spiritually. Yeah, that's pretty much all that I wanted to drop today. I had a big day today. Went out to Matua's unveiling, one of our young boys from the gym who unfortunately passed away due to suicide. And it was a tough one. Like, it was all tough, especially when I saw my coach talking there. It was real tough to see. And then thinking about this young kid, man, you know, not even a man yet. It was just a kid, right? He was just a kid. Not even like, yeah, like this mental health thing, the people struggling right now, reach out to your mates, you know, reach out to your friends. This kid had like all the potential in the world, all the potential, right? And you would never have guessed unless he told you that he was suffering. All right. You know, everybody loved him, but there was moments where he felt alone. And that's what depression is. You can have the whole world smiling, cheering you on, but you feel like you're alone. You feel like you don't need to be here, right? So it's very important that you work on yourself mentally, and especially in these times. You know, my love goes out to the family, bro. They're honestly good people, and Mats was just a kid that always made you smile. You know, he's just always there. You know, depression is a real hard thing, and it's really hard to explain as well to somebody who hasn't never gone through it. You know, it's not as easy as just harden up. It's not as easy as that, because I've been there. I've felt that. You know what I mean? But I think for myself, it was just me being mentally strong and knowing that, like, bruh, this is a temporary feeling. You know, as dark and as low as I felt, it's temporary. So I know, like, I was conscious about how I was feeling, you know, and I internalized everything. So there's a lot of people mentally aren't there yet. So you have to be careful. That's what I mean about this whole be kind to everyone, right? I know they were talking about the start of this whole thing was be kind, right? We've gone well away from that, okay? Because the was getting split right down the middle. You're dumb, you're dumb. You know what I mean? Both are getting called dumb. But depression is a real thing. Suicide is a real thing right now. It's very touchy, right? But reach out to your friends, reach out to your family, reach out to all those, like, and even if you don't see it, you know that a lot of people will be suffering in silence. Okay, so be kind, reach out, see how people are and stuff like that. And, like, you know, Tyson Fury. If you don't know, Tyson is heavyweight champion, one of the greatest boxers probably of all time, definitely the greatest boxer in this era, heavyweight boxer in this era. But he talks about it, right? He was on the top of the world, the lineal champ, all the belts, the baddest man on the planet, all the money, you know, but he felt like dying every single day. And that's what depression is, right? It doesn't matter where you are in life, where you are on the success scale. It doesn't matter, right? That when that shit hits, boom, it hits. And if you don't reach out quick enough, it's going to consume you, right? But I know reaching out is hard because I know because you don't want to tell people your problems, okay? So for myself, I internalize everything, which is probably the problem with most men and probably why the suicide rates are the highest it is, right? But you have to reach out. That's the first thing, you know. But everybody should know reaching out is hard. This is why other people reach out, you know, just go, just bro, how you, bro? You know, what's been happening, blah, 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 all of that stuff, because that changes somebody. It's like somebody could be sitting there freaking just done with life, but you get a text. What's up, bro? How you been, cuz? What are you doing? You know, you all good? Do you need anything? You know, want to chat, want to talk, you know, just simple, bro. And then the bro, because he'll be thinking, frick, nobody loves me. Boom, you get a text. Do you know what I mean? Like, just reach out, bro, and be kind, you know. Use Tyson as an example. No matter where you are in life, boom. You know, so Tyson Fury, actually, so I have a guest coming on soon. Not Tyson Fury, obviously. Holy shit. Imagine if that was the guy. Oh, but I probably got the same exact thing. So I'll have him on. I'm not going to say who it is yet, but it's somebody very, very special, you know, somebody that is very, very special to combat sports and just definitely the future. I'd say GOAT. I would say he's the future GOAT, bruh. All right, so I'm excited for that one. We've got a Zoom scheduled quite soon. So man, I hope you enjoy that one. And That's it from me. Mwah. I love you all and be safe. All right. Be kind, be safe. Take the banana. Don't take the banana. Same shit. I love you anyway. Just don't be a dickhead. All right. Dickheads is not a safe thing to be because you might get punched in the face twice. Bang, bang. Don't be a dick. All right. Just do you. Keep it moving. You don't need to try and force other niggas to do what you do because these other niggas aren't doing, you know. So don't be a dick. Just be kind to everybody, bruh. And if you feel important, blessings to you. All right. Finally, you're important. Bless you. Okay. Don't be a dick. All right. Peace. I'm out.